And we're back for lesson
6.
That was not enthusiastic. How can you be more enthusiastic? And we're back for lesson 6. Great job, Haley. So, we know C, we know C7, we know F. So, take a second, play through all those chords. Ready? C, C7, F, which is green. Okay, good. Today we were working on strumming. Okay, so we learned 2 strums. Down, rest, 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 down, rest. We learned that our down strum is the same as a quarter note. And we talked about what is a measure. And most of the songs that we're learning have 4 beats for one measure. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we learned quarter note and quarter rest. Shh. So there takes 4 of those for one measure. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 in all of our songs. There was a special way I said that. That's what I'm trying to remember. Well, and even next thing we learned was eighth notes. And the eighth notes is if you cut your quarter note in half. And so we talked about Z bars because I think most all our kids eat Z bars. I've seen them. And you take a Z bar and you break it in half, and it's like, oh, now I have 2!
Or just a bar.
Or a granola bar. Or a cookie. And you're like, now I have 2. But if you put it back together, it's still the same amount of food to fill your belly, right? Same amount of food in your belly, but you have 2 of them instead of 1. So that's what an eighth note is. An eighth note is if you cut the quarter note in half. We talked about beat and rhythm. Rhythm is like the pattern of how you make your beats, the pattern of how you go through time. And the beat is how fast your quarter note moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could go 1, 2, 3, 4. You get to decide before you start your song how fast you want the song to go. But once you decide, it has to be very steady and the same. Just like the clock. We talked about the second hand on the clock. If the clock has a second, and when there's how many seconds in a minute? 60! 60 seconds in a minute. But every time it moves, it has to be the same beat. Because if it went faster, what would happen to the clock? It would be 10 o'clock, but it's only 8:28 right now at my house. And we would be really confused. There would be, my next door neighbor would think that it's 8:28, and I would think that it's 10 o'clock, and my other neighbor would think that it's 9:30, because we all had different amounts for our second. Well, so for our songs, we want to make sure we all have the same beat. So when we play together, we all start at the same time and finish at the same time. We have a good clock for our beat. So when you think about beat, think about the clock. Okay? When you think about rhythm, think about the pattern. The pattern is the rhythm pattern is our strum. Okay, so we learned 2 patterns, 2 rhythms for our strumming. We always start by going down. You can have an up. For our 8th note pattern, it's backwards. For our 8th note pattern, we're gonna go up, or down, up, rest, down, up, rest. Okay? So let's practice. I know this felt like a rabbit trail, but I think we covered all our information. Up is meant to be really light. It's not, the down strum is always your strong strum. So you come out, you make a circle with your hand, down, circle, down, circle, down. Yeah? Haley doesn't like to make circles, and I don't understand this. You need to make a circle. Down, circle, down, circle. Like on your violin. Here's a violin. You bow it, and then you make a circle with your bow before you start next again. Well, you can do that with your down strum on the ukulele. So, let's put our fingers on C.
Which C? The C or this C?
Red C, not C7. Regular C. All right, so we're gonna go down, rest, down, rest, down, rest, down, rest. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Good. Now let's do the second pattern. It was a little more challenging. Down, up, rest. Down, up, rest. This is our 8th notes. Yeah. So we're just taking that down strum, we cut it in half. So we make that beat have more sounds. So there's 2 strums for one beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So after you go down, instead of making a circle, you're letting your hand, I let my thumb, but your hand come back up the strings. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So let's practice going down, up. Are you getting it? All right. So down, up, rest. Down, up, rest. Try it. Down, up, rest. 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 And stop. Well, that was a good exercise for your ukulele and for your body. So, let's do down, up, rest with the itsy bitsy spider. Ready? Rest. Down, up, rest. The itsy bitsy spider went up with the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. itsy spider went up the spout again. Very nice. I'm sure you guys out there in TV land are doing a great job too.
TV land?
Where else are you think all of our watchers are? I don't know. We're just looking at a camera.
Are they in Candyland?
They wish. I think it's just TV land. I don't know. But for now, we are done. And we will see you in lesson... What's next?
7.
7! Adios.
Bye.